In this video, I'll show you a neat website you can use to help you answer questions like how many calories do I need to eat in a day to cut, maintain, and bulk? What is your maximum natural body weight at 5, 10, or 15% body fat? And what are two great supplements that almost anyone can take? Let's get to it.
So the website is called tdeecalculator.net. If you don't know what TDE stands for, it basically means total daily energy expenditure, and this is how many calories you burn in a day, i.e., how much energy your body needs to function. So if you're on a computer or laptop, there's a link in the description which you can go on and you can follow along with your own details. If not, just watch this and you can go back to it later. So essentially all you need is your gender, your age, weight. I'll put my latest weigh-in up if anyone's interested. Your height, your activity. So just pick one of these. I go for the light exercise, even though I go to the gym 3 times a week and I do 10,000 steps a day walking. I feel like the light exercise one gives a more accurate reflection, as my gym sessions are only short. So I go for that one. So here is the important number. For me, it's 2,266 calories, and this is your maintenance calories. So this is the figure which you would base your cutting or bulking calories off. So on the right here, you have your own figure for the different levels of activity, which is useful if 1 week you end up doing more activity than another. You can easily reference this. Next is the ideal body weight. Again, if you're looking to pack on a lot of muscle, then this isn't really relevant. Same as the BMI here, to be honest. But if you're just looking to have like a bit of muscle and be in good shape, then these two would be useful. What's more important is the maximum muscular potential. I wish I knew this years and years ago, because it's actually a really useful figure to know. This is basically your heaviest natural weight at certain body fat percentages. So we've got 5, 10, and 15%. The 5 we can pretty much disregard, as that is basically the minimum level needed for survival, and it's incredibly difficult to get down that low. But the 10% and 15% figure are what we're going to use. So whichever you go for is up to you, really. If you're maybe an ectomorph looking for a leaner physique, then you can go for the 10%. If you find it easy to pack on weight, pack on muscle, and more difficult to be lean, and you're looking for more of a stronger looking physique, you can use this 15% figure here. So yeah, these are pretty much the ultimate goal, really, in the long term. So for me, this 79 kilo figure is the one which I would kind of be aiming for, at around 10% body fat. So moving on to the macronutrients. This is basically your macro split, which you're going to want to aim for. So your macronutrients are, there's three. There's protein, fats, and carbs. And there's different splits here depending on what your weight target is, whether you want to maintain, cut, or bulk, and also with 3 different types of diets. So a moderate carb, a lower carb, and a high carb. So pick which one of these is your target. For me, I am just coming out of a maintenance and I'm going to go back into a cut. So, as it says here, these macronutrient values reflect your cutting of around 1800 calories per day, which is around a 500 calorie deficit. So, you don't want to aim for more than a 500 calorie deficit if you're cutting, or surplus if you're bulking. Somewhere around 300 to 500 is the sweet spot. So I aim to eat around 18 to 1900 calories on a cut. So what I do with these figures is I take the lowest from each of them, and that's basically my minimum requirements when setting up my macros. So for the protein, as you can see here, the lowest figure here is 132 grams, so I take that one. For fats, the lowest is 39 grams, and for carbs is 88 grams. So those would be the macronutrients which I follow. So as long as you hit those three minimums, then the rest of your calories can be made up with whichever you want, because you know that you've hit all three of your targets. So now on to 3 tools which will really help to, first of all, track your calories and also track your weight and your body fat as you move through. So the first one here is the food scale. Now, this is super important because you want to know how much of each food you're having so that you can track how many calories and macros you're actually having, and then you'd be able to input it accurately onto MyFitnessPal here. So every day you want to keep a record of what you're eating to make sure that you're hitting your calories and macros for the day. And the other one here is a bathroom scale. This is obviously to keep track of your weight, and if you get a smart scale as well, you can link up to your phone and it can give you more information, such as like your body fat and loads of other different data points, but the weight and the body fat is the main thing you track. So I'll put on the screen the food scales I have, the weighing scales, and the picture from MyFitnessPal. If you haven't already heard of it, it's an app which you can get on your phone for free. And then the final 2 things on here are 2 supplements every man should take, and they are omega-3 fish oil and vitamin D. So I never actually knew that there was such thing as omega-6. It says here, keeping your omega-3 and omega-6 ratios balanced is important. A lack of it could lead to disease. And a typical Western diet gets loads of omega-6 already. So taking an omega-3 supplement is useful for a lot of people, particularly people who don't really like eating fish. Second is the vitamin D. So this is created in your body from sunlight, and if you're not getting much sunlight, if you live quite far north, in like Northern Europe or say Canada or the Northern US, you don't get a lot of sunlight in a day. So a lot of people are actually deficient in vitamin D. So it's worth taking a supplement. Again, I'll put the 2 I have on the screen. They're both from MyProtein. They're really cheap. I just I just have them both at the same time with my first meal. And yeah, that's the only two supplements I take really. So yeah, that's it. I hope you found that useful, and I'll see you again soon.